This is Luke chapter 21 and verse 8. And he said, Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not afraid, be not terrified, Salaki. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. Shalom. I want to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double blessings and honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Back up with another lesson through the spirit, man. Just wanted to come at y'all real quick with a couple clips, man, that I seen. Come across my feed concerning what's going on in Ukraine and Russia right now. You also have Iran, man, making moves. As you can see, it says they order ballistic missile components from China. And as you all are aware, if you're not, then I'll explain it to you right now. Basically, for like these past couple of months, Iran and America have been trying to come to reach a deal, because Iran has basically been using uranium in order to make nuclear weapons, and the United States is trying to control their ability to make nuclear weapons. They don't want them to have nuclear warheads, and Iran is saying that they're not going to stop, and basically there isn't going to be a solution to this deal, this conflict that they're having right now. Now, what the U.S. has to do with any of this, right, is beyond me. But of course, you know, the U.S. backs Israel, and Israel has had long-standing conflict or tensions with Iran throughout history. So, and the reason being, you know, Iran are the Persians, as well as those Palestinians over there. They're also Persian, so they're basically their people. So I'll read like the first couple paragraphs, but this isn't the focus of my lesson, but it is a part of it. You know, it's tied into it. Same topic. Iran has reportedly ordered thousands of tons of ballistic missile materials from China amid tense negotiations with the United States over the future of its nuclear program. Ammonium perchlorate shipments enough to fuel hundreds of ballistic missiles will arrive in Iran in the coming months, sources familiar with the transaction told the Wall Street Journal. Some of the rocket propellant will likely find its way to Iran-aligned militias in the region, including the Houthis in Yemen, which are the only group of people that's actually fighting back with Israel, who have been terrorizing ships passing through the Red Sea and firing missiles at Israel. Now, I wonder if they gonna say you're not gonna hear any type of U.S. led news group say that Israel is terrorizing anybody over in the Gaza Strip. They'll always say that they defending them, or they'll bring up October 7th, right? Because it's a bunch of Z people running that show. But I want to just, number one, say this: fair use, because Copyright disclaimer, 1976. I'm not using these clips, or I'm really just declaring for this one, for WW3. The other one I don't need to declare because it's Elder Apostle Tahar video. But I'm not using any of this footage or videos for monetary gain. My channel is not monetized at all, so I'm not making any profit from playing this video. So YouTube, I'm just declaring that right now. It's just for educational purposes, for learning purposes, edification purposes. Just updating the people on what's going on right now in the news. So it says massive shockwaves, Ukraine cities rocked by Russian cruise missiles and military drone strikes. Now these little strikes that have been going on the past few days, it's all stemmed from Ukraine blowing up that bridge in that water, right, that derailed that train as well and killed 7 people. And also, was that Ukraine who just tried to assassinate Putin? I believe so. That would be my educated guess, because that will only make sense. A Putin assassination attempt. Ukraine tries to kill Putin, ? Yeah. They shot his helicopter down or something like that. So all of this stuff stems from them starting shit. All right, let me go ahead and play this.
This is WW7. The back and forth continues here, and Russia responding to Ukraine with a massive attack, blasting Kiev and other cities simultaneously, with Kiev on fire, other cities getting hit not only by missiles, but by drones that are raining down big time. The shockwave coming off of some of these bombs that have dropped is insane. It's crazy. I'm going to share with you here some footage, but the war continues. Join me for the live streams for more.
Ищи! Иди сюда! Кидай, ищи! Ого! Вот это разорвало! Ух ты шо! Ты шо?
Yeah, man, and you can hear the screams from the people, right? Terror. Okay. And ultimately, for us, this is a good thing that this escalation is happening, man. You know, it's a lot of division going on in this kingdom right now. I want to get 2 Ezra chapter 2 and verse, what's that, 26, 27? Let's get verse 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. And I brought that out to say, man, right, when these things are going on right now in the world, you have people, a lot of people out there who don't think those type of things are going to come to America. When in actuality it is, and when it does come, they're going to be reacting just like the people in that clip. They're going to be weary. They're going to be terrified, right? we're looking at this as a good thing, man, because truthfully speaking, it's just inching us more and more closer to Jacob's trouble, number one, and to the collapse of this kingdom. And last but certainly not least, the most important thing, to our salvation, Lord willing, we be at that number. So through all of this, man, we're not in a spirit that we're down. We're actually so like we're actually receiving this as good news, is what I'm trying to say. These things that are going on. And even then, when we watch stuff like that, we kind of chuckle to ourselves, or we just laugh, because you have Edomites fighting each other in their own kingdom. In their last days, they're fighting each other, destroying each other, right? They're like little kids arguing with each other, so to speak, right? A little brother and a big brother going back and forth with each other, right? Throwing a tantrum. This is Proverbs 29:1. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And this is just a product of living in a wicked kingdom. Altogether, it's ran by wicked rulers, and the people who control the whole world are wicked, man. There's nothing but death and destruction right now in the news. Death and destruction, famine, pestilence, all that stuff. And those same things have been spoken of, like it says in the scriptures, man, since the beginning, that was going to come upon the earth, right? Now, this is the clip I actually want to play that I watched.
Russia retaliates on Ukraine with missiles and military drone strikes. One step closer to Armageddon, World War III, Babylon being destroyed, which is also the lake of fire.
Yeah, let me get there real quick. This is Jeremiah 25 and verse 9. Behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, right? And those families of the north, man, is speaking of collective countries, but mainly the number one is Russia, man. Saith Yahweh and Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and will bring them against this land and against the inhabitants thereof, and against all these nations round about, and will utterly destroy them and make them an astonishment and a hissing and perpetual desolation. So the Lord's going to gather up nations, right, countries to come against Babylon, America, right? This is talking about ancient Babylon, but this is also a future prophecy, man, that has yet to come to pass. But like he said, we're inching closer and closer to it. And they're going to come up against America, and they're going to destroy this land, man, through nuclear warfare, the ICBMs that Russia has hold of.
So watch and listen to the screams.
Ищи! Иди сюда! Ебать, ищи!
Ого, вот это уже вот.
See, you have to realize, man, America has never seen anything like this in the 200 and almost 50-year history of this country. They've never seen anything like this, man. The closest thing that has been like that or these conditions would be Pearl Harbor or the 911, man. That's the closest thing. Other than that, America hasn't seen anything like this.
Это разорвало. Ух ты шо? Фух, ты шо?
The Lord has purposely been leaving this land untouched for that big and final moment, man. Right? These end time prophecies, it's been untouched. It's been left untouched for these end time prophecies that's about to come to pass. Jacob's Trouble, the MOTB, Mark of the Beast, World War III, and then Salvation.
You bring it back again.
In World War III, there's also going to be these nations that are going to come against the Lord of Heaven's army, man, and they're gonna take a sore loss. They're going to end up trying to fight the angels and be greatly disappointed.
You bring it back again. What was Zelensky thinking? Unless he's sacrificing his own people.
Well, you say, he said, what is Zelensky thinking, man? And I can answer that question. Because you can tell, man, by the way that these Edomites have been acting this year alone. And then, I mean, you could say previous years as well, but this year alone is this precept has been flying off the page amongst other precepts. This is Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Right? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. And the Lord is visiting these Edomites, man. He's visiting these Edomites. He's getting ready to send down his only begotten son to really inflict judgment on them. And that's going to be the final show. That's going to be the showstopper. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. These Edomites have been getting exposed, man. Day after day, you have tension between the President of the United States and his number one right-hand man, his running mate, basically, Elon Musk, and he's been exposing him, saying that he's on Epstein Island list, all types of stuff. Then this dude is going at it with Russia right now. So, as I said in my lesson yesterday, the divided kingdom, man. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. So to answer Elder Apostle Hart's question, which, of course, it was a rhetorical question, the wisdom has been leaving Edom. And on top of that, Zelensky is an actor. He wasn't no politician, he's an actor. So, but the decision making, man, even when Ukraine was told by by Joe Biden that they could use those ATACMS and all that other stuff on Russia. Even that decision with UK and all that stuff, even that decision, you looked at it like, why would they do that? That don't make no sense because their wisdom has been departed from them. They can't. They're not cunning anymore, so to speak. They returning to themselves at the levels of basis of men.
What did he expect?
Exactly. What did he expect? Ukraine.
Unless he's sacrificing his own people. What did he expect? And these are cruise missiles. These are not hypersonic Russian missiles, ICBMs. These are These are cruise missiles and military drone strikes.
Ищи, ищи! Иди сюда! Ебать, ищи!
Ого, вот это разорвало. Ты что?
I want to get this and then get my next point. Babylon will be judged. This is Jeremiah 25:12. And it shall come to pass when 70 years are accomplished that I will punish the king of Babylon and that nation, saith Yahweh, for their iniquity in the land of the Chaldeans and bring it perpetual desolations. Like I said, it's talking about the ancient Babylon Empire, but this is spiritual Babylon, so you can connect these scriptures going down to my point. And I will bring upon that land all my words which I have pronounced against it, even all that is written in this book, which Jeremiah hath prophesied against all the nations. For many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also, and I will recompense them according to their deeds and according to the works of their own hands. And like I said, man, America is about to feel the recompense of its own hands. The fact that you could go around and commit mass murders on nations of people, and think you can get away with it. That's not how it works. This is Jeremiah 50:9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Right, and those arrows are talking about those ICBMs, like I mentioned before, with the precise accuracy.
Ты что?
Okay. So there you have it. Shalom. One step closer to the destruction of Esau's kingdom. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. One step closer. But the MOTB, the mark of the beast, the micro C-hip, has to come on the scene. That prophecy has to be fulfilled. Shalom.
And like you said, man, that prophecy has to be fulfilled before World War III happens. Jeremiah 50:13. You all can read above it. I'm just jumping around. Because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that be in the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh. And the Lord is gonna lay that land desolate, man. But this escalation in this war is a good thing because that means we're moving forward. It's progressing. This is my last precept, and this is Revelation 20:7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. And that's talking about the first 1,000 years, when we were in rulership during the Dark Ages after the fall of the ancient Roman Empire, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth. Right, which the nations that are in the four quarters of the earth is talking about the Israelites. Gog and Magog, which is Russia, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. Okay, Israel. And they went up on the breadth of that earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city, and fire came down from the Most High power out of heaven and devoured them. Because ultimately, well, I don't even want to say that, but it's spiritual warfare, man. So even through Jacob's trouble, they're going to be trying to destroy us, seek to destroy the Israelites. And then they also going to be fighting against each other. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. And that devil that deceived is the Edomites, man, with the top Amalek. So, hey, there's a reason Amos chapter 3 and verse 6, man. Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord had not done it? The things that are going on in the world right now are in the hands of the Lord. He's the one that's controlling all of it. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. I'm going to close it off there. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakudash. Double blessings and honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And until next time, I say Shalom Israel. Shalom. And as always, we're one day close to the kingdom, man. Shalom.